When it comes to Hamas-friendly activism on campus, where's the line for free speech?
I can say whatever the I want.
This is Not My Party, brought to you by the Bulwark. This week, Ron DeSantis put out a policy position that I find totally insane and authoritarian.
Great. What is it this time?
Stripping student visas from those who are celebrating terrorism.
So as president, if you're on a student visa and you're a foreigner and you're out there celebrating terrorism, I'm canceling your visa and I'm sending you home.
What could possibly go wrong?
Now, before I get into why I find that policy so chilling, I want to step back and look at the big picture debate over free speech on campus. For a long time now, it's been mostly people on the right who get up in arms when students want to shut down debate. Outrage cycles have become common when Ben Shapiro or Milo or a conservative judge go to universities to speak and student protesters try to pull the plug on the event. Sometimes it includes heckling, other times there's been actual violent threats and intimidation. In these disputes, I'm generally on the side of the conservatives because I believe in free speech. There's no need to bring out the muzzle because wee little Ben wants to spout some culture war BS at your college. Nobody's actually being harmed by his words.
Sticks and stones rough.
Debate is healthy, particularly at a place where you're supposed to learn new points of view. But despite being on their side in the broader dispute, I do think the right's obsession with cancel culture on campus is a little bit overcooked.
I too am a victim.
For starters, being mocked because you said something dumb is not cancellation. That's just part of living in an open society.
It's a two-way street, pal.
You see, the people that are complaining that the right-wingers are coming to campus have the same free speech rights as the right-wingers that are coming to campus.
And if I can do it, so can you.
To me, the real threats to free speech or the First Amendment come into play when it's the government that wants to silence or discriminate or harass someone for their point of view. That's why I find it so galling when supposed free speech advocates who pretend like it's the end of the world when college kids want to have a safe space, then turn around and propose government-mandated speech codes when it suits them, like right now, because they're upset with the reaction to the Hamas terrorist attack in Israel.
Stop being a snowflake.
But here's the thing, the whole point of being a free speech advocate is to defend speech you don't agree with. The quintessential case on this was the ACLU deciding to defend the neo-Nazis who held a march in Skokie, Illinois. The ACLU, a liberal organization, is not pro-Nazi, but they defended the march because they believe in America, everybody has the right to express their views no matter how noxious they are. Fast forward to today. Yes, some of the students protesting the Israeli counterattack in Gaza have expressed views that are anti-Semitic. And some of these examples have been outright bloodthirsty and disgusting. I talked about the particularly grotesque statement by the GW Students for Palestine in another episode. But how is the government supposed to distinguish between what DeSantis called celebrating terrorism and lawful First Amendment protected protests?
Because of the government.
In these anti-Israel protests, some of the participants are just good faith peaceniks. Others have legitimate gripes with the Israeli government, which should be aired out. And we can admit that some of them are just well-intentioned young progressives who have been swept up in the emotion of the moment.
I'm just excited.
So we're supposed to be able to expect that Tiny D will be able to sift through all of these protesters' intentions and determine who had committed the wrong think that is serious enough to merit government retribution?
And we assume you mean this will be a fair trial.
Students would what? Report to the government other students that they think might be terrorist sympathizers? Fuck that! That is straight out of Chairman Xi's China playbook. In this country, people have the right to speak their mind. That includes Ben Shapiro and the DSA Palestine crowd and celebrities who are really into spaghetti.
You actually are malnourished from just eating spaghetti. Because spaghetti is the only thing.
No, like in every city, it's good.
Spaghetti!
Yes.
As you can see, no person or group in this country has the right to be protected from criticism or mockery. All must be safe from state punishment. This is the bedrock principle of our country. So anyone that actually cares about free speech should be able to clearly rebuke a proposal as un-American as DeSantis's.
I'm really getting tired of this.
We'll see you next week for more Not My Party. For more episodes of Not My Party, smash that subscribe button. And scan right here to subscribe on Snapchat, where you can get the episodes first and all the Not My Party content you desire.